Okay, YouTubers, I'm just going to show you something here that's easy that I use for pulping. I use a 1/2-inch drill with a cement mixer. They usually come in a single type of blade, so I had to buy a second one and put the blade on here. You could use that with an Allen wrench and tighten that in place. This is a 1/2-inch for a 1/2-inch drill, the whole thing itself. Here's the lid for the trash can that I put the pulp into to start the pulping process. I put water in there with it's about 8 inches of water. I usually just put this tape here so it lets me know my level, which I put down in here, but this is about 8 inches right here. That's about the same amount of water used to get it all wet and start the pulping process. And then I put in a bucket's worth. Usually a bucket's worth of this type of stuff to trash, which is most likely fucking excuse my French. Most of the time it's just junk mail and stuff like that. You have your name on it and everything else like that. And then after I get done pulping it, I'll take and put it in this strainer. Okay, I used a rebar because the pulp gets really heavy. So then I use this strainer to get all the extra water out. But you could see I put a bunch of holes at the bottom of this bucket, which will cause lets all that water out. After you put this piece of wood on it, I'll put a piece of wood on top like that, right, and let the weight push the water down with this weight right here, and it pushes the water out. You let it sit overnight, and then after you get done straining all that water out, what you will see, it's like it'll fill the bucket about maybe halfway, a quarter to halfway. Once it's at that point, you could take and bag it up and toss it with your recycling bin, or you could use the pulp for something else if you're into that. But that's my process. And usually to develop a bucket's worth of junk mail, you end up that takes about 7 months. So I usually let it develop in that bucket for about 7 months. Then I'll start this process of using this 1/2-inch drill with the double blade. I call it a cement mixing rod here. Make sure you put that lid on it so it get awful messy, because you can see the edges here. It's gonna splatter everywhere. So make sure you use the lid on that. This is a Rubbermaid roughneck trash can. Yeah, a simple trash can, because you don't want to pay a whole bunch of money for something like this, because it's gonna get abused. So pulping, 7-month window, using these tools. Doesn't take that long. Usually takes about a couple hours, depending on how much you have. But that's a 7-month window. I hope this helps. Bye.